When I say staying ready for the Clippers, staying ready, I mean stay ready for the moment, stay ready for whatever happens, stay ready for any opponent, and just stay ready for any outcome of how a series is. And keeping yourself motivated is the key, is one of the biggest keys, I should say, in the Clippers' success. And a prime example of that would be Terrence Mann. You look at the game last night where they played the Raptors again. Terrence Mann plays 21 minutes, scores 20 points. He matches Kawhi Leonard, the best player on the team, points wise. And that's what I'm talking about. Staying ready is a big part of the process. When your number is called, be the best player you can be. Stay focused, go out there and execute the plan. And that's exactly what you have to do to be a champion. And it's little things like that that can help the Clippers get over the hump and beat any team in the Western Conference and get to the finals. And these are the things that they need to implement to each other every day. And these are things Ty Lue needs to implement to the rest of the team every day because you want to be as ready as possible in any obstacle. Because as I said in my other videos, if you haven't checked them out, I said there's going to be times where you might be down 2-1 in this series. But you have to stay prepared, you have to stay ready, and you have to just be ready to face what's in front of you, face the adversity, and work through it and seize the moment when it's time and be the best you could be at times. And this is exactly what the Clippers need. They needed to see a player like Terrence Mann come off the bench yesterday and take over, help take over a game or help be a part of the reason why they win that game. A big part. And like I said, Terrence Mann's number isn't always called, but when it has been, he's answered the call. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Now, hopefully, these last couple games with Paul George, I think he had really, 14, 16 point game between the last couple games. Hopefully, Paul George comes back into form. I'm starting to see Kawhi Leonard come back into form. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Both of them stay healthy and come back into form. And that's what we need to see. I know Paul George said he was under the weather, but it's no excuses, buddy. No excuses for him. No excuses for nobody else on the team. This is your year. You got to do it. The Lakers are ailing. We don't know what LeBron's going to look like until tonight when he comes back against the Houston Rockets, which should be an easy W. I'm not sure if Anthony Davis is going to play tonight due to another injury that he has. Um, I personally think Anthony Davis is a really good player, but I really think he's one of the most brittle players in the NBA as well. But that's another story for another take. But yeah, just being ready to go out there and being the best you could be and executing the plan no matter what happens in the game is exactly what the Clippers need. And they need guys they need players that's not in the rotation all the time to be on their best, to be at their best when their number is called. And Terrence Mann was a great example of that. I need more from Luke Kennard though. I do need more from him when his number is called. And I'm only saying that because I think they're going to need him in the playoffs. I really do. I really think they're going to have to make a rotation switch somewhere and bring Luke Kennard in there and show everybody why they paid him $64 million. I mean, that's just the way it's going to have to be. So, I hope everybody in the Clippers, you know, I hope everybody's on the same page. I hope everybody has the same, thought process. I hope everybody's on one accord because that's the only way they're going to win this championship. That's the only way they're going to get to the NBA Finals to possibly win the championship. If they want to get past teams like Phoenix, the Lakers, the Nuggets, and Utah, teams like that, they're going to really have to, dig deep and look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, we can do this, but we have to play for one another. We can't play individually. We can't play for stats. We can't play for anything else except to win a championship. Because like Rondo said, it's bust. It's championship or bust. And that's the only way the Clippers should look at it. And that's the only way Clippers fans should look at it. And with that being said, We'll see what happens in the playoffs. The play-in tournament's coming in soon, so the Clippers might have a little time to, kind of rest up a little bit, but at the same time, they need to be gelling once they go into the playoffs. But that's my take on the whole situation. That's my take on, a little bit of last night's game and just seeing, how the Clippers are playing and what they're doing and what needs to be done to go forward in the playoffs to be successful.